Is it recording?
Yep.
What's up, fellow dropshippers? So today we're going to talk all about sniping. The pros and cons, the good and bad of it, what it is. And stick around because at the end of the video we'll be talking about how we do it and what tools we use to do it effectively. So first, what is sniping?
Yeah.
So sniping is pretty much where you find an item that sells from a seller, and traditionally you would steal that item, so you would copy and paste the title and then undercut that seller so that you steal all of their sales.
Yeah, exactly. And this is not what we traditionally do with our stores. We've always done what's called title optimization, which is when we go onto Home Depot, Amazon, Walmart.com, find an item that we want to sell without regard to the competition on eBay, list the item on eBay, create the title ourselves, mark up the price ourselves, and without much regard to competition. And traditionally, we're the people that other people snipe from. So just about a month ago, we decided to start experimenting with sniping and seeing how it goes. And because we've been doing that and because we've done title optimization for so long, we kind of got a good idea of the pros and cons of both.
Yeah, so let's talk about the pros and cons now, I guess. So pros obviously being you get an item that sells, right? Ideally, if you've done it right and it's working out for you. But on the flip side of things, the cons would be you get into a race to the bottom, right? So if you snipe an item, then you undercut that seller. They might undercut you, you might undercut them. Ultimately, no one makes money. Similarly, you could have people that do revenge snipe. So if you snipe their product, they'll take your whole store and wipe it out. So you could go from 100 to 0 the next day.
Yeah, and that does happen. I know people do that. We do that. We do that.
Yeah, we do that as well.
If somebody copies us, we start doing that. Yeah. And you know, another con of it is that it's I don't know if it's just because we're new at this. We don't see that as scalable as optimization. Optimization is very easy in a way. Once you get down how to create a title and find products to list, you could just go into Home Depot or whatever source you use, just go down a list every single item that fits your criteria. When you're doing sniping, it's like a process. You have to go find items, and there's a limited number. I mean, if everyone's doing sniping, then nobody's going to find the new item that's going to sell really well on eBay.
Right. And if you're the first one to that item, regardless of whether or not someone might undercut you, if you're the first one, you have a great title, then you're going to sell pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. We found that, you know, before we were even doing sniping, we found that people would undercut us, but we already had such a jump start. Like maybe we had 25, 30 sales on an item. So that was a huge jump start. And then in addition to that, for some reason, the other person wouldn't always get the sale, even if they were selling less than us. And we found that since we've been trying sniping, we've undercut people, but even though it's the same title, the same product, we're not getting the sales on it.
Yeah. The other reason why we've always done title optimization, and it will always be our bread and butter, is it's sustainable. You know, when you're sniping, you have lists of sellers that you're copying, and so you're relying on them. If their store shuts down for whatever reason, you lose that. You know, it's more sustainable for us. You know, we don't have to rely on other sellers to be able to find the items that sell. But with that said, the huge pro of sniping is you get items that sell. And if you can do it right, that's, you know, a huge win for sniping.
Right. And it does work. I mean, we know people that do it really well. We've been trying it and we have been getting sales with it. Yeah. With that said, though, there's like a ethical quandary about it.
Yeah, it makes you feel a little icky. And for me personally, at first, it made me feel a little icky inside.
Yeah. So first, we should say it's definitely not illegal, and it's definitely not against eBay's rules. I mean, eBay actually encourages it. If you go onto any item on eBay, it says seller similar item, and it basically helps you snipe it. So eBay does encourage it. It's the same thing on Amazon as well. When you sell an item on Amazon, you're not even allowed to create your own title or your own listing. Amazon does that, or the first person to list it does that for you, and then you just have to you know, sell the same item. It's the same thing as sniping. Yeah. So it's not against their rules, but you got to ask yourself, is it something you want to do? Do you feel right about it? And it was hard for us.
So we've kind of come up with a way to do it that helps us sleep at night, but also gets us good sales. And that's, you may have heard this term before, Snoptimization. Snoptimization. Snoptimization.
Yeah, we didn't come up with that term. We didn't even know it was something else, something that other people were doing. We just started doing it. Do you want to explain what it is?
You go for it.
Okay, so it's when you find items, just the traditional sniping way. You go find a seller selling good items. You find where they're sourcing it from. You copy it, but instead of copying the title, you create your own title. Hopefully one that's better than theirs.
Yeah.
And
you price it whatever margins you want to do. You don't necessarily have to undercut them. Like we said, oftentimes the best title wins, and that's what title optimization is all about.
And not even the best title. We've been experimenting with this, and we found that the person we've copied sells, and we still sell. And that really shows the power of keywords, because different people are searching for different keywords. People searching for these keywords are going to find that guy's, and people searching for our keywords are going to find us. We're both still getting sales.
Right. And also it depends on the number of reviews that your store has. So, you know, if you have even a higher priced item, but your review is, your store is more reputable, it has more positive reviews, then that could also impact how much you sell.
Yeah. So we feel more comfortable with this. And the reason we feel more comfortable with this is because this happens naturally anyway. So we're selling items, let's say from Amazon. There's going to be a lot of other people selling the same items, but if everyone does the traditional title optimization, everyone's going to have a slightly different title, but people are going to be making sales anyway. So this happens naturally. This is just a way to kind of speed it up. We still find though that we still like the straight title optimization, because we're still relying on other sellers to get the items that are selling well, instead of creating or finding the items that are selling well ourselves.
Yeah. And it's more fun too, you know, to be able to
really
optimize.
And you stay on top of the trends when you do the title optimization. We've had people like copy our titles for more like holiday items, and by the time they do it, they're way behind. So this is the way that we've been doing. We also, like we said before, if anyone copies us, all bets are off. We just even if we don't make any money, we're going to undercut every single one of your items, which is obviously...
It's just a protection. You know? It's self-defense pretty much. So.
Right. So that's what we've been doing.
You want to talk about the tools that we use?
Yeah, so I did a video recently on a great software that really helps speed up this process, because it'll help you look at all of the items on a seller's store that are selling really well. And then you can obviously find the source and list those items yourself. There's a whole bunch of other things the software does. If you want to check out that video, that review, I'll put a link. No, it's not going to be. It's going to be in the description below. And I guess we'll put at the end, we'll put a pop-up box like right here. So you guys can check out that software review right there. If you guys have any questions about what we talked about, please leave them in the comments below. We'll answer them. And we're always up to doing that. If you guys like this video, thumbs up. We really appreciate that. Really make a big difference. And if you want to see more videos, because this is part of an ongoing series about how we're starting a new store using using sniping, and how it's all going. So we're going to put that all into a playlist. I'm going to put a link to the playlist up here at the end of the video. And if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe up here or down below. Please subscribe. It really makes a big difference for us, guys. And like I said, check out the video about the review. Leave a thumbs up. And what do you say?
Peace out.
Peace out.